Exodus chapter 15, verse 3. The Lord Yahweh is a man of war. Yahweh is his name. I want to start off by giving all praises, glory, and honor unto Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shah, by Hashem, Kakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who teach well, peace, and salutation to the whole field. Let the scattered abroad preaching the truth, sincerity. And you won't want to say Shalom. I'm the brother Hadab here from the GMS Mobile, Alabama camp, coming at you with another lesson. And hopefully, this lesson be edifying. But I'm gonna go to verse 17. To chapter 17, Exodus chapter 17, verse 14. It say, and the Lord Yahweh said unto Moses, write this for a memorial in a book, and rehearse it in the ears of Joshua. For I will utterly put out the remembrance of Amalek from under heaven. All right, and at this time, back in ancient Egypt, when the Lord Yahweh brought Israel up out of bondage through the Red Sea and into the wilderness, Israel started to complain for the lack of water and, starting to tempt the Lord by arguing with Moses, asking him, is the Lord with them, or not? And again, the Lord performed another miracle by having Moses to smote a rock for water for Israel to drink, all right, and their livestock. But then came Amalek, which is the chief tribe of Esau, Edom, to this day. We call them the small hatters, which they attacked the nation of Israel at a time of distress because they haven't had water to drink. But it was an ongoing battle until the sun set, which Israel had won. But this is verse 15. It says, and Moses built an altar and called the name of it Jehovah Nissi, meaning Yahweh is my banner. Okay, we are a chosen people from the Lord himself. This is verse 16. For he said, because the Lord Yahweh has sworn that the Lord Yahweh will have war with Amalek from generation to generation. And we're in the last generation this day when the Lord is coming to put an end to the wicked, starting with Amalek on down to the rest of the heathen. The Lord is coming to get his lick back along with his angels, all right, in the so-called UFOs and his fallen angels, which his fallen angels are his prophets. You see out here on the corners and in the chief place of concourse, they fell to a lower state, which is from our heritage, okay, to these bodies we're in, which this precept says in Psalms 82 and verse 6. I have said, ye are gods, and all of you, Salaki, and all of you are children of the Most High, but ye shall die like men and fall like one of the princes. So the Israelites are gods, but since we fell from our power, Yahweh, we shall die like men. But our letters is about to be turned around in this time we're in now, but not in the hands of us, but through the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. And this is Romans 12 and verse 9. Dearly beloved, avenge not yourselves, but rather give place unto wrath, for it is written, vengeance is mine, I will repay, said the Lord. So we're not to take action against this devil because it's the Lord's vengeance. But in due time, the Lord will change his men back to their glorious state of being to help forward the Lord's will. His servants can't go against Esau because he is still in power. This devil is ruling the earth right now through his military. Jake can't prevail over this man, with his Draco and Glocks with the switches. But that is what these other Israelite groups promote. Okay, we can't take the kingdom by way of our hands, but only by the hands of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. Like it read, vengeance belongs to him and he will repay. Okay, not us. This is Revelation 1 and 7. It say, behold, he cometh with cloud, and every eye shall see him, and they also which pierced him, and all kindreds of the earth shall wail because of him. Even so, amen. Okay, and we know at times when the scriptures speak on the clouds, that is speaking about the Lord's chariots, whom the word internally called UFOs. But that's how he's coming, okay, on a very large, a very huge UFO. which the self-proclaimed white man constantly remind the people of a so-called alien invasion. You see, Esau know that the Lord is on his way to bring great destruction to this place, and he is preparing for it. People don't want to live in bunkers because it's cool and they're rich to do so. No, they're doing it for so-called protection from the Lord's wrath when he returns. This is John chapter 6, verse 38. For I came down from heaven not to do my own will, but the will of him that sent me. Okay, the Lord is coming to get his elect and the rest of the one third to escape from this great destruction that he's coming to bring. It's going to be so bad out here, all right, soon, but only his sheep will hear his voice and return back to him, which is our strong tower. Okay, that great protection. And the 144,000 will be changed into hunters. This is First Corinthians 15 and verse 51. Behold, I show you a mystery. We shall not all sleep, but we shall all be changed in a moment, in the twinkling of an eye, at the last trump. For the trumpet shall sound, and the dead shall be raised incorruptible, and we shall be changed. Okay, this is speaking about those new bodies that will promise to his servants at the end of this thing, man. Verse 53 it say, for this incorruptible must put on incorruption, and this mortal must put on immortality. So when this corruptible shall have put on incorruption, and this mortal have put on immortality, then shall be brought to pass the saying that is written, death is swallowed up in victory. Okay? And how death is swallowed up in victory? Because with those bodies, you won't be able to die. And those are the bodies we need to combat, all right, against the devil's military, man. So like I mentioned, the Lord is coming back to get his lick back along with his angels and fallen angels, man. Okay, his angels that are flying the chariots, and his angels that is signing crime, all right, for the wickedness in this place, man. That are out here on the highways and byways, man. That are stuck in these corruptible bodies, man. This is Ezekiel 25 and 13. Therefore, thus said the Lord, power, I will also stretch out my hand upon Edom and will cut off man and beast from it, and I will make it desolate from Teman, and they of the Dan shall fall by the sword, and I will lay my vengeance upon Edom by the hand of my people Israel, and they shall do in Edom according to my anger and according to my fury, and they shall know my vengeance, said the Lord power. Okay, and how shall his people Israel be able to perform these actions unless they are changed into incorruptible and immortal bodies, man? Okay, the Lord wants something special done to these heathens that crucified him and them that put their hands on his people in slavery, man. You know, a weak body can't perform the will of the Lord, man. The Lord is trying to do something vicious, man. That we can't even think of, man. We can only think of things that we done saw, like somebody that been shot multiple times, or somebody that been you know decapitated, got their arms cut off. That's the only thing that we can think of. But hey, the Lord got things that we haven't seen, man. The Lord know things that we haven't seen, man. But we're gonna need those spiritual bodies, all right, to perform, all right, what the Lord want upon these heathens. This is Jeremiah 16 and 16. Behold, I will send for many fishers, said the Lord Yahweh, and they shall fish them, and After I will send for many hunters, and they shall hunt them from every mountain and from every hill and out of the holes of the rocks. So no matter where you hide, the Lord will send his men to come do you something. All right. The third temple is being built, which is a spiritual thing through the minds of his elect. All right. Not an actual building of a church or a temple or nothing like that. But his men are being woke up and brought back to him, which is the Lord's will. All right. They will wreak havoc on the people of this world, man. This is Jeremiah 51 and 19. The portion of Jacob is not like them, for he is the former of all things, and Israel is the rod of his inheritance. The Lord Yahweh of hosts is his name. Okay, Israel is the Lord's rod. What is the rod used for? Punishment. Okay, to beat or smite someone, right? And the Lord's army is his name, man. Okay, when you go into that word host, it means armies. Okay. This is verse 20. It say, Thou art my battle axe and weapons of war. For with thee will I break in pieces the nations, and with thee will I destroy kingdoms. And again, these men can't perform these things in these weak, corruptible bodies unless there be change, man. Unless they be changed. Verse 21. And with thee will I break in pieces the horses and his rider, and with thee will I break in pieces the chariot and his rider. Okay, going to Esau's military. It say, With thee also will I break in pieces man and woman, and with thee will I break in pieces old and young, and with thee will I break in pieces the young man and the maid. I will also break in pieces with thee the shepherd and his flock, and with thee will I break in pieces the husbandman and his yoke of oxen, with and with thee will I break in pieces captains and rulers. Okay, so all the wicked is going to suffer the wrath of the Lord, okay, through his men, man. This is verse 24. It say, And I will render unto Babylon and to all the inhabitants of um Chaldea, all their evils that they have done in Zion in your sight, said the Lord Yahweh. Come. And you know what was some of the evils done to the apple of his eye, which are his Israelites. Okay, you got the lynchings, all right, the hangings of his Israelites. You got Gator Bait, where they set the children out, along the riverside to catch alligators, all right, to make handbags and boots and all this type of stuff. You got the book breaking, where they would rape men in front of their wives, man. All right, to put them in submission. Okay, they was setting, Israelites on fire. Okay, have the son to perform sex with the mother. All right, overpacking us on slave ships and selling us. Hey, you Edomite have a bad history, and you're about to pay for it. Big time, as well as the rest of the heathen. Okay, you Chinese, you Africans, you Japanese, Arabs, East Indians. Hey, all of you about to get it, man. This is Jeremiah 51 and 25. It said, Behold, I am against thee, O destroying mountain, said the Lord Yahweh, which destroy all the earth, and I will stretch out my hand upon thee and roll thee down from the rocks, and I will make thee a burnt mountain. Okay, the Lord is sending fire upon this place, man. Okay, let me get this in Obadiah real quick. Straight to the point. Obadiah 1 and 15. For the day of the Lord Yahweh is near upon all the heathen. As thou hast done, it shall be done unto thee. Thy reward shall return upon thy own head. Right, man? And your reward is a heavy one, man. So, Benny Hinn, you can apologize all you want for your wicked action as well as you other churches, man. The Lord is not with you because He doesn't dwell in temples, you know, that's made with hands. You can read that in Acts 17 and verse 24. This is Second Esdras chapter 13 verse 1. Okay, this is Esdras speaking on the vision he saw of the end. This is 13 and 1. It say, and it came to pass after 7 days I dreamed a dream by night, and lo, there arose a wind from the sea, that it moved all the waves thereof, and I beheld, and lo, that man waxed strong with the thousands of heavens, and when he turned his countenance to look, all the things troubled that were seen under him. Okay, and this is Yahweh Shai, who the word inwardly called Jesus, man. Verse 4 it say, and whensoever the voice went out of his mouth, all they burned that heard his voice, like as the earth faileth when it feeleth the fire. And though the spirit, through the spirit, this is the Lord giving, commandments to the chariots. All right, as it explains below, as we read, this is verse 5. And after this I beheld, and lo, there was gathered together a multitude of men out of number from the four winds of the heaven to subdue the man that came out of the sea. And this are, those men who are battling in World War III over there in the Middle East, man. But verse 6 it read, but I beheld, and lo, he had graven himself a great mountain and flew upon it. And that great mountain is the chariot. Okay, the fathership that he flew in on. It say, but I would have seen the region or place whereout the hill was graven, and I could not. All right, the fathership is very huge, and all right, NASA reportedly seen a chariot that is like 10 times bigger than the Earth. But Ezra couldn't tell where it started, no, where it ended, man. It was so huge. Verse 8, and after this I beheld, and lo, all they which were gathered together to subdue him were so afraid, and yes, their fight. Okay, going into Revelation 12 and 7, all right, about the war in heaven. Okay, that during World War III, there's going to return to fight the Lord, when he come back, man. That's why, Israelites do not need to be joined to this man military, man, because they're going to eventually end up fighting their power, man, and they will lose. All right, sadly, if that's a word, they will lose horribly, man, because can't nobody beat the Lord, man. No military, no nothing, man. This is Second Ezra 13 and verse 19. And lo, as he saw the violence of the multitude that came, he neither lifted up his hand nor held sword nor any instrument of war, but only I saw he that sent out of his mouth, and it had been a blast of fire, and out of his lips a flaming breath, and out of his tongue he cast out sparks and tempests. Okay, going into the Lord commanding the chariots, all right, to attack, man. Okay, it say he neither lifted up his hand nor held a sword nor any instrument of war, man. So he's speaking, telling the chariots to do this, do that. You know, this is verse 11. And they were all mixed together, the blast of fire, the flaming breath, and the great tempest, and fell with violence upon the multitude which were prepared to fight, and burned them up every one, so that upon a sudden of an innumerable multitude nothing was to be perceived, but only dust and the smell of smoke. When I saw this, I was afraid. Why he was afraid? Because in this time, we will see Yahweh Shai's return in his full glory with the armies of heaven, all right, zapping people to powder. And then you have Esau on the other side, shooting off nuclear missiles, destroying everything, that's on top of the earth and the things that are in the earth. Okay, so you got this great war going on, man. It will be a time like no other. I mean, just seeing the Lord arriving will be a fearful experience. And on top of that, he's full of anger, man. You heathens don't realize your latter end, you know. But with that being said, Lord, within this lesson will edifying to you. I want to say shalom.